Tracy Lamont, Pray.
Strength now, I'm changing my ways now. On times I was weak, I see all the shade now. Let it keep me cool while I just cook up all this heat. Complaining is played now. That shit turned down like you if you turn up on me. I'm out of my way now. Was blinded by pride, but hearing the truth helped me see. Sometimes I let these things go left, hurt. Building my chest from the pressure. They try to stack up but don't measure. I plotted this over my class, work. That's elementary. I've been working flows for like quarter century. I know they gon' mention me. The work I put in on the daily was cinching me. I plotted this dunking on street hoops, rocking Dada Supreme. Back when that sheesh was a dream before I seen the scene. It's some making movies and some making scenes.
I pray I never ever fall. I pray all my niggas fall. I pray for the family, pray for my peace in it all. Pray for my sanity, pray that he never damage me. Pray I never ever fall. I pray all my niggas fall. I pray for the family, pray for my peace in it all. Pray for my sanity, pray that he never.
And I'm praying I slow down, living fast on the road now. You can't surf and your soul drown. If you hurt, you can show now. I pray that you heal and you grow. How? It's up to you. But them growing pains do not be comfortable. People will come for you. It's trees and even your partners too. When all they do is sit and talk to you about a lot of shit that they should probably do. Give them your love, hoping they follow through. While you work on all the shit you ought to do. Niggas change up like an audible. I don't hear the fake, it's an audible. I could heal niggas like a doctor do. Or heal niggas like a dog would do. I got options, boo, ain't no obstacles. I can get it if it's in my optical. I believe in myself, it's not optional. Pray for grace on all that I'm about to do.
Pray I never ever fall. I pray all my niggas fall. I pray for the family, pray for my peace in it all. Pray for my sanity, pray that he never damage me. I pray I never ever fall. I pray all my niggas fall. I pray for the family, pray for my peace in it all. Pray for my sanity, pray that he never damage me. Pray I never ever fall. I pray all my niggas fall. I pray for the family, pray for my peace in it all. Pray for my sanity, pray that he never damage me. All.
Start with Jessica. What you think?
That was interesting. The intro, I feel like the tempo switched up a little bit from the intro to when he started his verse.
Mm-hmm.
And I always find that really interesting. And I thought his vocal tone was also like really nice and deep. I think the mixing didn't really do it justice, just a little bit. Like I feel like there should have been a little more low end in his voice. And it was, to me, it sounded like it was like EQ'd on the higher end more, which is good for clarity. But either way, his voice sounds so good. And yeah, it had like that beat had like a really cool haunting sample, which is just like right up my alley. I love those like kind of swift haunting melodies and stuff. And yeah, it had a really conscious message, which I
Mhm.
appreciate a lot. It was very poetic, and I liked the lower octave for the chorus as well.
hmm
Oh, and
I could-
that outro was cool.
Yeah, the outro was dope. I could agree with that. I think it sounded like at the beginning, it's like it sounded like he just wasn't on beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it was like 3/4 time and he was trying to catch it, but then like when it was like something about pressure or something like that, when the beat stopped and it came back and the beat stopped and it came back, that's when he found the flow. And that's when it was like more fluid. I could also agree with like the mixing. I do feel like his vocals were, I didn't, I liked the sound of his vocals, but I feel like they could have been a little bit louder. Because I feel like the beat definitely stole the show here. Because the beat's still in my head, but not the words. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Dale, what do you think?
For me, it was a really long intro and a really long song, like in general. The beat and the message didn't go together, in my opinion. Um, it could have definitely stopped at about 3 minutes and would have been just fine. It didn't need the extra. I like the tone in his voice a lot, and the hook was my favorite.